Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
60 FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for tuning in with us here on this Tuesday morning, bright and early on this May 14th. It's great to have you, and as always, it's brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Right now, turn it on for $10 off. When you turn on Mocklink Internet TV and or phone services, you get $10 off each for 3 months. That's a $90 savings for 3 services for 3 months. Details at mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for tuning in with us here for Moving Forward. I've got Nichole Sorgenfrey and Britiany Frankson with us. Britiany's from Community Action, and you know Nichole, she's from United Way right here in Muscatine. So how are you two this morning?
Doing
very
well,
good.
thanks.
We're very excited to have you in, and we're excited to get to talk about another really fun drive that was going on last year, I remember, and some of the stuff that's going to go on, because it's great for the community, it's great for the kids. It's a school drive for school supplies, so we're very excited to talk about it.
Correct. So Community Action has the pencil drive, and United Way has the Pack the Bus drive, which they utilize with the kids first. So we partnered together last year to kind of tackle one issue with 2 agencies. So United Way is drafting. We just did letters and a campaign to send out to everyone. So right now we're just in the midst of getting folks to sign up to do a drive. So that's companies, churches, organizations, if you have a little stitching group. And so in the month of June, if everybody wants to bring their school supplies and donate it. So the whole month of June, we will collect the supplies. And then the first 2 weeks of July, we will pick those supplies up and take it to Community Action, where they will be giving out all of that the beginning of August.
Okay, so United Way is the instrument to collect, and then
Yes.
Community Action implements the distribution.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about why you guys partnered up on this. I mean, obviously it's a good fit, it makes sense, but why don't you guys talk about it a little bit?
I think it just makes sense. We wanted to really cut down on duplication of benefits in the community and just really get people where they need to go. So with both of our manpowers here, we kind of joined together and we said, hey, this makes sense. We can serve the most people this way.
Okay, that does make a lot of sense. And it's a great thing, because I know, Nichole, you and I talked about in length last year about how important it was for kids to get these school supplies if they're not able to otherwise.
We want them to start off right. You know, start off on the right foot. The United Way does the kids first and the shoes. So when they're getting their school supplies, we'll be also doing shoes this year.
Cool.
So, you know,
Very great program.
those are very important things. So, last year, Brittany, we served how many families?
We were 244 families for a total of 568 kids.
Wow.
That's
a huge
significant.
impact. That's a huge impact, because each one of those kids are going to get, not you like you said, getting a good start, but it's also matching them up with their peers, right? Which is that's what Kids First is all about.
We want them to feel one with their peers.
And also, I wanted to mention too that even if they don't hop on board during the donation time, we will help accommodate donations anytime. I mean, it doesn't have to be during the drive. If you have something, we want to know about it. If you want to do something, contact us. We will work with you.
Excellent.
We get calls throughout the year saying, "Oh, I just cleaned out this closet and my kids are not in school anymore. Can you take all the supplies?" Yes, we can.
Yeah.
And right now, I know, and Brittany, you can correct me if I'm different, but we are in need of trappers. All the middle school kids have to have trappers, and that's an expensive item. It's like $20 to $40 for these trappers.
Why can I not remember
expensive.
it's a trapper keeper, right?
trapper
Right.
keeper.
It's like a
Yep.
binder inside of a cloth.
Oh,
piece,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
zips together because they can't carry their backpacks through the school anymore. So they carry everything in this trapper. And yeah, I had them when I was a kid, you know. So I went through my supplies that I had for my kids and found a couple of them. And we probably bought 30 of them through United Way Kids First Fund. But I know that is a huge need, and it's a cost thing. I mean, Brittany, we were just talking about like the cost of the school supplies per child.
Yeah, between $60 and $110 per child, based on the supply list. And, you know, Muscatine Community School District has done a great job of consolidating the lists for grades. You know, beforehand we did per grade per school, but now they've kind of gone to this master list. and it's easy for us, but it's still quite expensive, especially for parents. And some of the specialty items we're seeing, we saw headphones, earbuds. So we did have a year with flash drives. So there are some expensive items, and the more donations that we get in, the cost can be reduced.
Earbuds and earphones have been added to that? Really? Wow.
Through Kids First, we have probably bought in about 40 headphones.
No
because
kidding.
they'll need them for the whole entire classroom because they're doing learning where they're reading the book, but they're hearing it as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I think I just spoke with Chris Regnator about that. Because she was talking about how that helps some kids learn a little bit, that learn differently. That's great. So that is a good thing. The classroom is ever changing too. I remember we talked about this last year. It's the fact that, kids are using have a USB drive for class, or they have they're working off of laptops and iPads and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they're using that here at MHS, but I know that that's being implemented all over the place, and it's crazy to think, because even I am only 24 pretty soon, and it was I mean, we used laptops towards the latter years of my high school years, and that was it. That was most of our technology experience. So outside of learning how to type games when you're in middle school, but that was about it. So
I remember Oregon Trail and elementary
floppy
school.
drives.
Yeah. Oregon Trail. Oh my gosh, that was.
And now I think back, I'm like, how did I have the patience for that?
You died of dysentery.
Yeah. Yes. Gosh, that's a good one. That wakes up memories that I forget that I even have. So this is a great thing. And so if folks can get involved, either by, if they're a business, if they're some kind of organization or group, anything, they can get involved. And then if folks just want to donate, you can seek out either just United Way and deliver there, or maybe stop by one of the businesses that you really like.
If you want to deliver your items to Community Action, and then they'll track that, and then at the end we'll send out thank yous to everyone, to let everyone know how many families we served, how much stuff we collected. And it's not just school supplies. I mean, if you want to donate a cash donation from your group, that is fine too, because then we can get it at a lower discount.
I see.
But
buy in bulk.
We can also take used supplies, like these binders. I mean, they're slightly used. I mean, make your best judgment, but we collected a whole bunch of the stuff that folks just cleaned out their drawer and they never even used it. Pencils and pens and.
Yeah, we kind of shy away, though, if you have personal information, children's names and things like that.
Right.
But yeah, again, just use your best judgment to make sure the supplies are in good shape for children. Would you want your child to go to school with this item?
Right. And one thing that I think a lot of folks may not recognize that they have a lot of is, I come across them all the time. We were cleaning out my when I moved out of my folks' house years ago. We cleaned out some stuff that I had from school, extra school supplies and stuff. I had so many just paper, like the loose leaf paper. No, not loose leaf, but maybe that's right. I don't remember. The notebooks, whatever. I had 20 of them. I just had 20 of them that we had never used because we just had bought. They were 99 cents or whatever at the store.
You buy it up.
Just buy it up because it's there. So
I think I have 2 Rubbermaid totes full of
Wow.
And that's the importance of receiving donations all year round, because you can hit those clearance sales after season. Stock up and bring them in. We're not going to tell you no.
That's awesome. Because you're still going to be able to get them, because who knows what kind of emergency, maybe a backpack disappears or something like that with all kids' school supplies, something like that. Then at least they've got a backup.
Yeah. And the beauty about Nichole's program, too, is that we're able to service not only the pencil program, that the normal distribution we have before school starts, but if a child is in need, those supplies also can help with referrals from the school.
Okay.
So if parents are listening to this and they are interested in getting supplies for their children, they can call Community Action and get set up for the interview process, correct?
Correct. We do have to verify income for our pencil program. It is per household, and I do have an example of guidelines here. We do go by gross income. So for a household of, let's say, 4, we got 2 adults, 2 children, it's going to be an annual income of $43,925. So if you think you might qualify or you want to take a shot, we do have different ways of getting you to qualify with either annual or 30 days. So please, if you have questions or even if you have a need, we will see about getting you the supplies.
Right. Because, there's other stuff that could come up, or maybe something else has to get paid before the school supplies can get bought. So you never know.
So we won't turn anyone away. And then also, hopefully, you can find other things that you can get if you qualify.
Mm-hmm. We have different programs that we could help, and even just letting you know what's out there, just spreading the word. There's lots of different programs we have going on that people don't know about, and we want to get the word out.
Yep, excellent. Well, as always, you guys can come and join us here and talk about them too if you ever want to. So that's what we're really excited for this. I hope that Pack the Bus goes really well this year, and it's awesome that these two organizations are getting together to make it all possible. So thanks to Nichole and thanks to Brittany for joining us this morning. Anything else you guys want to add before we head out?
Oh, we're just really excited. This is the first full-on year that we merged. We did start a little bit last year, but we're just really excited to work on this and see how we can grow the program.
Excellent. And if businesses want to get in touch with you, how can they do that, Nichole?
They can contact my office at 563-263-5963 or go to UnitedWayMuscatine.org to find the information on our website and then fill out the form and send it in.
Excellent. All right. Well, folks, to do that, be sure to get involved in Pack the Bus 2019. It's going to be a great drive. We're very excited for it. Hopefully we see lots and lots of school supplies come through. So thanks again for joining us here for Moving Forward, as always, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Right now, turn it off for $10. And if you're not hooked up to Mocklink Internet, TV, or phone services, for that $10 off, you can turn one on, get $10 off each for 3 months. Save even more when you bundle 2 or more. Details at mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us here for Moving Forward on KWPC and the voice of Muscatine.com.
This has been Moving Forward on KWPC, AM 860, FM 95.1, the voice of Muscatine. Moving Forward is brought to you by MPW Digital TV and Mocklink Internet, a designated Blue Zones worksite. Browse to mpw.org. And remember, Moving Forward, local guests making good things happen in the community. Weekdays at 8:15.